Hang on. I need to eat my drink. What am I drinking? I want to eat my, you know what. Okay, so just bear with me, guys. Bear with me, which babies. Bunch of a-holes you are, a lot of you. What's going on, everyone? I hope you're all having a mighty, terrifically, exhilaratingly, heartwarming and fulfilling rest of one's day. Even if it is just morning time, even if you just woke up, my dudes, you must honor yourself by going full throttle on with one's day and making sure that they've got a good grip to hold tight to that positive outcome throughout, you know, your daily happenings and occurrences that you are striving that'll take place exceedingly delightfully well. My day has been going great. I managed to gather myself some really nice treats, this being one of them. Even though I've had it once before, I'd say since 5 days ago. I took photos of it and whatnot just to have a good nice portrait of remembrance from when I first tried out the Despicable Me 4 McFlurry. And I have to say, this is definitely beyond McFlurry. It is actually, not only is it limited, but it's very sweet, and it's also just what's a good metaphor that I can use? I don't know, man. I can't think of one right at the top of my head, but I don't think it really matters. Just give out your own input and just say it looks really, taste really. The looks aren't really what matter. Hardly ever anyway. It's the taste and how you would, your overall impressions need to be taken into account. And I believe that this is very delectable. It has banana bits in it, even though they're quite chunky. Banana chunks, let's just say then, to put it quite simply then. And caramel, and I decided to get myself, the chocolate ice cream, which is better compared to the vanilla, but they're both equally refreshingly, good for the, give yourself all your teeth collections a nice, deep, frosty tingle, especially if they've just been made and they've just been placed in the freezer department of the fridge, and you just took it out and it's been in there for 16 minutes. Especially if you set it to, ultra freeze mode. I don't know, but let's give this another second try because it's just good. But yeah, other than this, going to McDonald's along with my auntie, I also got myself the it's here and I'll be right back. Before I check up on it, yeah. Okay, so I got this from JB Hi-Fi about an hour back, and I was constantly in the store itself, very apprehensive on actually getting this because the price for 1 terabyte was $199, I think. Let's just say $200, and I did have that in my pockets. But this one was 2 terabytes, and the gentleman that I was, socializing with and asking questions in regards to this Samsung 980 Pro drive, he recommended a 2 terabyte, which is what I initially figured, because who wouldn't want to prefer another thousands of gigabytes transferred onto, a console or your PC, even though this PC won't accept it because it's a laptop and the slimness of it, it won't be transferable, which is a pity, but who the hell cares? I don't. I just take whatever is available, and if it's not available for certain plugins, then you know what, it is what it is. I just need to go with the flow. You know, I tend to. And this was 350. I think it was somewhere in the 340 or 50 categories. But I think the guy was generous enough to both myself and Auntie. My Auntie requested that he lower it just a tad, even though it should have been lowered to like 250, because this was a ridiculous price, in my honest opinion. But that's just the way things are nowadays. You have to just suck up to things being expensive, and you just have to work around for it. And don't even work, so yeah, it makes it even more tougher for me. But rest assured, I will definitely get to that point eventually. Anyways, let's have a little bit more of this, and yeah, Bob's your uncle. Proceeding on, what I was blabbing on about. This isn't blabber, that's not what I'm talking about. Anyways, you guys know that. So yeah, this was 313. That's the gentleman decided to lower that for us, but that was the best lowering offer that he could provide for both of us. And I was happy enough. So was Aunty Michelle. It was the best that he could do. And so yeah, I afforded this, and Aunty Michelle used her credit card, and I had, let's say, like 190 in total in my wallet, plus two of the $2, so 194 would have been, but that wouldn't have been enough. And I even acknowledged it to Aunty Michelle, but she told me to hold on to it. And so I used it to get myself some nice early tea. Well, this is the time anyway. I've got to have my evening tablet soon. 6 o'clock isn't until another 57 minutes, so I should have plenty of available time on my hands. But yeah, this was a must for me eventually down the line, because my PS5 has no available storage, and it's very limited to like a very, very miniature amount of space left. So that's why I needed to get this. So I'm going to be, going to be removing the plates, and I'm going to have a look inside for the very first time and replace whatever is in there with this. Unless there's actually nothing in there, I'll just put it right in. But yeah, the Samsung 980 Pro with heatsink. I don't know, heatsink. I have no idea what that is. I'll have to search up on that afterwards. But yeah, this was the best that they had available in my eyes. I don't know what else they had, but there was probably something better, positive, JB Hi-Fi. But yeah, this is what I went with, and although awfully, disgracefully costly, it's worth getting. Even though it stinks and blows, that it only is, compatible with my PS5 and not even like the PS6 when it comes out, whenever, 2030, I wouldn't know, man. But at least it's going to be also compatible with a desktop too. So I'm going to have to, not saying that this laptop is going to be replaced by it, but I'll still be using it if it is still operating by then, which I'm positive it will be. It is an MSI, so and it was like over 1,000, so it's pretty advanced, and does the job beautifully well for me, as I've spent using this since 2020. Well, that's it, man. Just gonna pop this over there with care, and yeah, always keep your receipts for everything, especially when things are that darn pricey. Do not forget about the price tag, okay? Ever. Now then, this is a nice one. I really like this McFlurry that they decided to promote for the Despicable Me 4 film, which I'll never probably watch. But yeah, I remember when I was 10 watching Despicable Me in the cinemas, along with my daycare group of other kids, as well as the organisers, and yeah, had a genuinely thrilling time among them, well, among with my sisters too, because they also were dragged along back in 2010. to watch the first Despicable Me film in Cinema 1 at the Regent, which is now shut, unfortunately, indefinitely, and that's going to be indefinitely gut-wrenching for everybody who does not know that now, which I'm sure that they won't ever watch this recording, but who knows. I suppose showbiz is, exists down in Wendouree, but it's just not the same. It doesn't have the most comfortable seats that you could lay your backs on. Quite stiff, really. They stick out like a sore freaking thumb, and more like stick out to cause a freaking sore back, because your tongue is here, and you won't be leaning your tongue on it. I don't know if you're that drug happy, and I guess you could be. Anyway, liked it. What would I rate it? 6.9 out of 10. You know why? Although it's definitely not the best that they've ever had. Fuck. Terribly sorry for that. Pardon my poor French language, just doesn't like it when I don't like it, certainly don't. But it depends. I mean, out of the blue, it's just not within my character. But yeah, it really depends. But yeah, am I really gonna have to seriously cut some of this out? Nah, let it go, man. I'm too lazy to not even bother, so let it go, man. I'm fine. Okay, so yeah, this was solid. A really solid McFlurry flavor amongst banana, caramel, which is always super rich and still really delicious. I know my auntie loves it to bits, and I can understand why. Caramel is just really up there with one of the best toppings that you could ever sink your teeth into. It's just has that ravishing and really rich and really big honey kind of taste in your mouth. But yeah, I don't know how long this has lasted for, but I've been blabbing off like, relentlessly. But that's okay. Get this hair. I just flicked my freaking cheek with my middle finger, so because of that, my cheek can't extend or morph itself into a middle finger, because that would fluffing hurt. Anyways, hold on guys, hold on. If you're curious, if you're very curious, dang it. Get in there, man, get in there. Trying to find a banana piece and display it on camera. Oh, bugger it. You know what the fuck it looks like, Ruben, so why should you even display it on cam? But you guys don't. But I'm sure you will. Would you find one already? I don't know, man. I'm digging really deep in here. I think it's sunken. Having a shower or a spa tonight would be delightful, but a shower... Sorry, my English language stammering is one thing, but actually fucking up to the max with one's way of wording incorrectly is just something different that really makes me nutty. But not displaying it. with my emotions. Thank goodness. Anyways, shut up. Not to you guys. You guys are cool. You guys are absolutely super duper rad. Whereas I kind of stink. So that's why I'm going to be fixing myself a nice, relaxing hot spa. Anyways, hope you all have a fantastic one. I'm really pleased to have used this Blue Yeti. Been something that I've been wishing to unbox out of my closet for the longest time, and that's because I've been wanting to get this this microphone protector, which I have claimed several months back at the earliest of this year, 2024, and yeah, but I wanted to, you know, take it out of its box, which I did last night, and then I knew that the next day that I would claim the drive for my PlayStation 5, and yeah, they're going to be having an ecstatically pleasing time with that sometime tomorrow. So yeah, because that's when I'll be sorting it out. That's when I'll be, you know, ripping the platings off, and figuratively speaking, by the way, I am not saying that I actually literally would, because that would be terrible, so don't. Alright, now, yeah, let's shut the hell up and enjoy the rest of this. I will get down to what? Get down to putting on my heater again. And then yeah, Bob's your flippin' uncle. Okay, bye guys. You've all been very, very lovely watching this recording of me. However much time you had available is much appreciative. Thanks guys, and hopefully this wasn't too boring or lame for you, and if it was, then that's totally fine. But yeah, hope you all have a good one, and may the force with you, and have a always on the left side, my friend. Try telling myself that every single time I do it. Anyways, bye now, and deuces.